The day after, I didn't feel like talking to anyone, and this is why I didn't go to see the guys practicing after school. I wanted to think about the way to tell Noya and Ryu I was sorry for acting like that, but the problem was I was, and still am, a very proud and shy person, so it was not easy for me. This thoughtful attitude was the mood in which I walked to a library that was not too far from home. I don't know if you people understand me, but libraries have the amazing power of relaxing me and helping me reflect over things. The silence that fills the room, interrupted just by the subtle noise of pages being turned, makes me feel peaceful, somehow. I entered the library with my rucksack and reached the study room, which was full of people getting ready for their exams. I recognized most of them as people coming from my school. Who knows, maybe they're studying for that same exam right now. I had a small sigh and sat on a chair next to a big table which was almost empty. I took my books and laptop from my rucksack. Before starting, I quickly checked my Facebook and was a bit surprised to find a message from Nishinoya. As I read it, my heart jumped. Hey, how's studying? But how? I instinctively looked around to find him, and there he sat, a few desks away from me. He stood up and took his books and laptop to the table I was sitting by. Hello, name-chan? He whispered, since we were in a library. The light of the sun setting leaked from the window panes left ajar, and sort of caressed his face with his cute grin. What are you doing here? I couldn't hide my surprise. Studying, of course. He replied, practice was cancelled today and I was waiting for Shuga and Ryu to study together. So, he really wants to enter that university. I couldn't help but think in sadness. I wanted him to stay by my side, but I knew I should respect his will. Even if I knew it just was to follow Kyoko. Sorry, he said, taking his phone from his pocket. He seemed to be reading a message. Oh no, they aren't coming. Suga is sick and Ryu has to work at the ramen bar, he sighed. Then he had a look at my books, which were still closed, and asked, Are you studying English? Could you please help me with it? Why, yeah, of course I spoke, internally sighing at the thought of him entering the university thanks to my help. What I didn't know then was that Suga and Ryu were leaving the library in that very moment. Short time skip. Whoa. Let's take a break, please, Nishinoya said. Studying seemed to cause him a lot of effort, since it was really hard for him to concentrate on books. Moya? I said, after having a look at that little figure leaning on the table with his arms crossed and his head on them. He looked like a little child who wants to get a nap after lunch. Tell me name. Can I ask you? Why do you want to enter that university so bad? 326. I heard it's really tough and, I began. This question made my heart pound into my chest, even though I was already aware of what the answer was. I'm not good at studying, you mean? No. I didn't want to. Don't worry. He grinned. My biggest problem about studying is that for me it's hard to concentrate on still things. Still things? Yeah, like books. For me, it's easier to focus on moving things. Like a volleyball, for example. I completed his sentence. Yeah, exactly. But today it was easier for me to focus on studying, and it was all thanks to you even though you're so cute that you actually distract me a bit, he smiled. Don't pull my leg, Noya, I replied, looking away. I'm not joking. Anyway, you're not answering my question, I said, going back to what I thought was the main point of our conversation. It's simple, he began. My heart was racing again, expecting to be stabbed by the word Kyoko-san. But that word never came. I heard they have a famous volleyball club and I want to join it. He grinned. Phew, I thought volleyball saved me again. Really? I nearly yelled, causing many students to look at me with grumpy faces for disturbing them. I was so happy to hear those words that I didn't chit, to be honest. HHH, named Chen. Or they will throw us out, he giggled, putting a finger on my lips, which made me blush and go silent. But happiness exploded in me again. You don't know how happy I am, I exclaimed, hugging him abruptly, causing many books to fall down with a thunderous noise. As a result, we were expelled from the library. Hoops. As we were walking, Nishinoya said, Where do we go now? I'd like you to help me study more. After some silence, he spoke again. Anyway, it's the second time I happen to be punished with you. You bad girl, I like that. I blushed and pretended to have come with a brilliant solution. There it is. You can come at my place to study. No one is there right now. Okay, thank you. He smiled. Your bag looks heavy. Let me carry it. You can't see me, but if you could have seen what happened that afternoon at my house, I wouldn't have invited him to study there. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss anything I post.